Hello, and welcome to our second week as we focus on generosity. I'm Pastor Cindy Mapstone, Associate Minister here at DeWitt Community Church. Here at DCC, we seek to create a community in which we serve God as we build His kingdom. All of us have been blessed with spiritual and material resources, and here at DCC, we have the opportunity to make these resources available to God for His purposing. Our hope is that you will partner with us so that together we can build something greater than any of us could do on our own. This week, we highlight the story of a congregant who first came to DCC looking for a spiritual home during a difficult time in his life. Not only did he find a spiritual home here at DCC, but he's gone on to be a valuable part of many of our ministries that we do here. Let's listen to his story.
My name's Sean Rudd. I've been coming to DCC for about 5 years. I started coming here in the fall of 2017. I found my way here after going through a fairly difficult time in my life, and I found the people here to be friendly, and I liked what I was hearing in the preaching, so I kept coming, and eventually it stuck. So 5 years later, I've gotten involved in some of the other ministries here. Right now, I'm involved in the choir. It gives me a musical outlet, and I've also gotten involved in the Stephen ministry in the last few years. One of the ways I kind of got drawn into the Stephen ministry was when I first started coming here and I was at like a fellowship dinner. One of the Stephen ministers was part of a conversation where I was talking about my kids and some of the difficulties they were having and some of the difficulties I was having. They went to the rest of the Stephen ministry team and said, hey, I think there's someone who's in need of some assistance. So someone from the team actually reached out to me. That really spoke to me, that somebody was listening. I worked with a Stephen minister several years ago for a period of about at least 6 months. He was helpful to be a sounding board and just help me, figure out in my own mind how I wanted to handle some of these issues that were going on. That was a huge help to me, and eventually some people on the team approached me about becoming a Stephen minister. As part of the Stephen ministry, we do what's called peer supervision. So the ministers will talk about their care receivers, and obviously everything's confidential, no names are mentioned, but they'll talk about what they're going through. And, being part of that conversation, I get to see some direct needs being met. People that are going through difficult times in their life, people that are going through outright crises, and I get to see other people going alongside them. There's multiple ways you can be involved in a practical ministry. If you're so inclined, you can be part of something like a Stephen ministry and be directly impacting people's lives. You can help with some practical activities in the church, helping with maintenance or being part of the multimedia team. Some other ways that you might make an impact. DCC supports a lot of local parachurch ministries. They meet some direct, very pressing needs sometimes. A few of the ones that come to mind for me are like the diaper bank. That one specifically comes to mind. That's a very practical way. By supporting DCC financially, DCC is able to support ministries like that. I look at it as directly or indirectly, you're being Jesus' hands and feet in ministering to other people, even by just giving of your money. DCC has been very supportive of me personally. It's a place to hear some really good teaching, and I would love to be able to keep impacting other people's lives.
In our community, there are many people yearning for connection with God and one another. Through your generosity, we're able to grow disciples of Christ who show the unbounding grace of God as they serve Him in this world. Thank you for your continuous support of the ministries here at DCC. Without your generosity, we could not nurture or support long-lasting relationships inside and outside the walls of the church. We look forward to your partnership and continuing support to help us increase the productivity and impact that DCC has as we follow God's mandate to be fruitful and multiply.